Jack, are you ready to go to early 19th century America?
Sure, let's go.
Where's Morgan? Right here! Where are we going today?
You're gonna learn all about women's roles. Goodbye.
The wind blew harder, the leaves shook, the treehouse started to spin, faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still.
Jack, are we there yet?
Yes.
Welcome to early 20th century.
We're here! Oh my gosh! So cool.
Hi, I'm Victoria Woodhull, and this is my sister Tennessee Claflin.
We published the periodical Woodhull and Claflin's Weekly.
And we even charged Henry Ward Beecher for adultery.
Jack, what's adultery?
Anthony Comstock didn't believe our accusations and was a defender of sexual purity.
With his Comstock laws, he confiscated obscene photos.
Annie, let's go.
Goodbye! Hello, I'm Charlotte Perkins Gilman. I'm a feminist prophet and an author. I wrote Women in Economics, which called on women to be more involved in economics.
I'm Elizabeth Cady Stanton. I helped organize the first Women's Rights Convention and form the National American Suffrage Association along with Susan B. Anthony. Carrie Chapman Catt was a reformer who wanted women's suffrage, and she argued that it was so women could keep their traditional roles in society.
I'm Carrie Chapman Catt, and I believe women should have the right to vote. We should not only have the right to vote, but be equal to men. And we should also have our social responsibilities as mothers and homekeepers and take our place on public boards like public health and police. Women's rights! Male critics insisted that women were made for loving and not for voting.
I believe women should not have the right to vote. My wife is a nice cook. I like her tuna casserole. She belongs in the kitchen. She does not have the right to vote. She'll make a mistake. And I've already paid for so many of her mistakes. It's just too much for me. Just too much. Thank you.
The Hull House provided activities such as swimming, literacy lessons, and art.
Mary Baker Eddy founded the Church of Christian Science after taking a brutal fall. She believed only the Bible could heal disease, not medicine. Here's some medicine.
No! Bring me the Bible!
Is this good enough?
I'm healed!
Because of the industrial age, women were forced to go into the workforce. A popular job for women were the Hello Girls, which were women who answered the phones or operated switchboards.
Hello, I'm a hello girl. I love working in the workforce now that the industrial age has started. Like my attire, it's from the new Gibson girl.
In the early 1920s, women remained in low-paying jobs, including retail work and typing. These became known as women's work.
I'm gonna quit retailing. I'm gonna be a doctor!
No, you can't be a doctor. You're a woman. Go back to the retail store at Macy's.
That's right.
A majority of the women worked as hairdressers. Machine operators. And waitresses.
Women were discriminated against in the workplace because they were seen as temporary workers because of their marriages.
We'll be seeing you next Friday, Miss whatever your name is.
I'm getting married next Friday! Woohoo!
During the 1920s, modesty died as women proclaimed their new freedom as flappers who wore bobbed tresses and dresses, symbolizing independence in some women. Also, bathing suits became shorter, resulting in women's having to have their legs measured to make sure there wasn't much skin showing.
Divorce rates went up due to women's newfound independence.
I'm sick and tired of you. I'm just gonna divorce you, and I'm gonna go become a flapper girl and live out my dream.
In 1923, a campaign started for an equal rights amendment to be added to the Constitution. The campaign was started by Alice Paul's National Women's Party.
Equal rights for everyone! Equal rights for everyone! Equal rights for everyone! But first we need an amendment!
In the early 1870s, Americans wanted to prohibit alcohol. The Women's Christian Temperance Union was formed in 1874 and symbolized purity. Women started to be elected into political offices in 1917, starting with Jeannette Rankin.
Hey y'all, it's me, Jeannette Rankin from Montana. Vote for me for the House of Representatives!
Wyoming was the first area in the United States to grant women the right to vote. Many states followed afterwards.
Now I can finally vote!
Women were guaranteed the right to vote in 1920 when the 19th Amendment was ratified. I didn't know women suffered so much to get their rights. Can we go home, Jack? Fine.
Back to Frog Creek!
The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still. Absolutely still.
From 1865 to 1929, women's roles changed socially and culturally. Women were included in the workforce as waitresses, hairdressers, factory workers, hello girls, etc. Despite all these advantages, women were still discriminated against and could only participate in women's work. Women expressed their newfound freedom in clothing and literature. Influential women such as Carrie Chapman Catt, Jane Addams, and Jeannette Rankin were amongst those who transformed women's roles in society and in the workplace by advocating for suffrage and equality. Women finally gained suffrage in the 19th Amendment. As a result of industrialism, women's independence grew and divorce rates skyrocketed. In conclusion, between the years 1865 and 1929, women's roles changed socially and culturally.
Go whenever you're ready.
Where's my $5 million? Like, this is tough.
Allie, is there enough light on me?
I looked at the camera.
Oh, hello. I'm sure.
What am I saying?
Hey y'all, it's me, Jeannette Rankin, for Hannah Montana.
newfound independence.
Go.
How's my hair look?
Awful.
Women having to have their legs. No.
Male critics, stop laughing!
And could only.
Women, we're still women, you know? I'm a woman, you're a woman, we're all just women in this world referred to as women. And that's beautiful.